Hi Aries, welcome to your November reading. Welcome to this space. Before I get into your reading, because I want to jump right into it, I just want to let you guys know I'm going to be doing things a little bit differently. I'm going to be reading more intuitively. We're not really talking about what's going on astrologically right now. We're just going to get to the heart of the matter and things. Okay. With that being said, congratulations for some of you guys. I'm not really exactly sure what came up or what happened, but I feel like you've come into some abundance, and this was a surprise, and you're celebrating with your family, with your friends. Something happened. I think it was a situation that you were unclear about. It could have been like for some reason getting a court case, or something that you were not sure about if it was going to happen or not. You kind of let it go, and then it kind of just happened. And now you're celebrating, you're having a good time. I'm also seeing for you guys I think things might have turned. If this isn't your situation, I feel like this may be a situation coming up for some of you guys. A situation where it was something about the way that you're delivering something, the way that you're putting out some type of information. You switched up your style, you switched up your communication style, and it made all the difference. And it's almost like you're saying what you're saying out of love. It's the truth. And it's very like, you're not one to not speak the truth or not speak your mind, but you're saying what you have to say out of love, versus to not out of anger, not out of disappointment, not out of any of those low vibrational things. Yes, you're going to tell people the truth, but you're saying it because it's what they need to hear, and it's what you need to say. Because sometimes, that one song, say what you need to say. I don't know who that's by, but you guys maybe want to check that song out. Songs have been coming up for me in like a lot of my readings. For Capricorn, it didn't really come up, but all of a sudden when I started moving around to your reading, songs popped back up again. So I was like, all right, well, we're back on that again. So I also see that some of you guys need to really hone in on your ideas. It's time to make the idea of reality. Because think about it now, if you're ever discouraged about following some type of idea or following something that you have in your head, think about this. Everything that we have, these cards, this couch, just like this chair, everything in the background, all of this was once an idea in someone's head, and they were like, wouldn't it be cool if I can make this? Or I really want to make this, I want this. And it starts out as an idea, and then you put it like on paper, or you make it real. Everything, thoughts turn into things, remember that. So it's a good time to focus on what thoughts that you want to turn into things. It's just time to get a little bit more serious about making them happen. Now, I don't know if this is about taking a lot of action, but at least starting to figure out like, how can I make this work? How can I take it from a thought to at least, I don't know, a drawing, or like a blueprint, or a plan, or an outline, you know what I mean? Just something that you can take from that form to the other form. Also, I'm seeing it's a good idea for you to script whatever it is that you may be trying to turn into a thing. Say, I don't know if you guys know about scripting or not, but it's pretty much writing down, like in a notebook, journal, paper, or anything like that, writing down and being grateful for the thing that you want to happen before it happens. So sometimes you can say, thank you, universe, now that I have this house, or now that I have this car, or now that I made this thing, made this invention. Or you can say, I'm so happy and grateful, or I feel so thrilled, I feel so excited Use your own words that make you happy. You know, use your own emotions that you like to say about yourself. Like, you know, I heard I feel fucking fantastic now that this has happened. Or I don't know, whatever language perks up the emotion inside of you, and write it down as if it's already happened. Because I'm also seeing that, like, okay, you don't, how do I say this? You don't always get what you expect, but a lot of the times you do get what you expect. Because you expect it. Like this. Sometimes you get in a situation and it doesn't work up to what you think, and you're like, oh, that kind of sucks. But there's a reason behind that. Sometimes you get in a situation and it works even better than what you think, and you're like, that's awesome. There's also a reason behind that. Like, for an example, intention is very strong. I'm seeing that you need to set powerful intentions for whatever it is that you want to create, because intentions are powerful. Like, I've been learning that lately. I set an intention one day to have a good day, and that the work that I was doing was going to be easy and fun, and like that the day was just going to go amazing. Like, it was just going to be a good day. I was going to be happy and I was going to have a good day. And then we were like setting up shop and stuff to like do the job, and literally, I guess because it was like so windy, we couldn't even do the job. And then we got to go home and we got to get paid for it. And I like tried this new burger joint on, like, also I like was having fun with my one friend there. Like, the day just went so incredibly smooth. Before that, it was not going that smooth. But that's when I stopped and said, you know what? I'm going to set the intention for the rest of this day to be like this and that. And it happened. Like, intentions work. You have to let it go. You can't try to figure out how it's going to be like so fun or whatever. You just got to set it and let it be. Use that power within you, because you do have that power. And I'm seeing that if you do that and you're determined, especially when it comes to something physically that you've been doing, you're just like, I won't have any other way. Like, I'm determined for this to work out in my favor. It will work in my favor. The universe is always co-conspiring for me. God wants me to have what I want. What I want wants me. Whatever kind of affirmations that you need to use, that would be a good idea, because I'm seeing that if you expect it to work out well, it will work out well. It's about setting it and letting it go. As the things are I don't like this, sorry. As the things are happening, you gotta like go in the flow of like what is happening, because that day I was just like waiting, and I'm like, oh, okay, we went on break. I'm like, I'm gonna try this burger joint. Like, this is amazing. Me and my friend were having fun or whatever. And then like, I just let it be. I just followed my bliss, followed what I felt like I should do. And like, it all worked out, literally. So I feel like you should do that. Don't try to figure out how it's going to work. Just know that it will. You know, when you have that knowing, you know, okay, this is an example too, because I feel like maybe for some of you, this is a thing. So sometimes you're like fed up with shit. You're just fed up of the way things are going, and you make a decision. Decisions are intentions, and decisions, I cannot express this even, like, it's so powerful. You're like, you know what? I know one thing. Today is not going to be like tomorrow, or tomorrow is not going to be like yesterday, or I am not about to deal with this, or whatever. You know, when you just get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and then you're just like, I know this. Dude, I'm telling you guys, like, even a situation recently where like I ordered some stuff and like it was taking forever for shipping, and like they just could not give me a decent answer, and I was just like communicating back and forth with them like, this is unacceptable, I don't understand, blah blah blah. And you know what, I really just sat down and was like, you know what, I know one thing, I'm gonna get that order this week. I don't care what's gonna have to happen or whatever, I'm gonna get it. And like literally this morning I let it go, and this morning they were like, it's shipped, it's gonna be on its way to you. And guess when it's coming? This week. Because you know what? I know what I know. There's some things I don't know, but what I do know is what I know. So I feel like for some of you, that's the type of attitude that you need to have about whatever it is that you're pursuing, whatever it is that you're creating, or whatever it is that you're trying to see a physical outcome of. Just know it. Know it and claim it. Like, there's power in that. Okay, so I'm also seeing for some of you guys, you need to pay attention to your body. Oh my gosh. This is hilarious. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of energy in your body. You have a lot of pent up energy. And that one song, I don't remember who it's by, but it's like Sexual Healing, when he was like, sexual healing, babe. That song that's coming up. So apparently some of you guys need some sexual healing, because you have a lot of tension in your body, and it will help you release. You are ruled by Mars, you know, that does have to do with your life force energy and your sexuality and stuff. And you need to pay attention to that, because, you know, apparently some of y'all just, you need some sexual healing. Pay attention to your body. I mean, sex is amazing. It does relieve stress. It does relieve a lot of mental energy going on. Okay, so this is the thing though. So maybe you're single. I don't know what's the deal, but you want satisfaction. You don't want like to just have sex with anybody. Like, you want to be satisfied. And there's now, I have some Aries personally in my life, and I know how they are. And I love you guys, by the way, but when it comes to sexuality, like, you guys don't play no games. Like, if someone is like not satisfying you or something, you're like, I'm not doing nothing with them no more. Like, I'm not even gonna waste any time. They weren't even able to like please me like how I want to be. So like, no, you're very big on that. So that's what you guys want. I'm seeing that if you're single or something like that, you need to get out and mingle. Like, you can't just, you're not going to get that from just being at home by yourself. I mean, you can, but that's not what you want. So be spontaneous, like, be daring. Like, you know, maybe you take even the Aries that I know, they're like more I don't want to say aggressive in their approach. I just know they're not passive. They're just more confident and forthright, being like, hey, you want to do something? Like, they don't care. So I feel like being more spontaneous would help you. Also, being picky and choosy. I mean, I feel like you're already that way anyway, but you have a choice. However you want to, how do I say this? If it's not happening, it's because like you're not allowing it to come in because of what you're doing or not doing. Maybe you're not speaking up, or maybe you're not getting yourself out there, which I do understand, because we got this whole, you know, stuff going on, and most people are at home all the time, and there's not as much social stuff going on, but there are still things going on, and you can put yourself out there. I'm seeing that maybe you should try some online dating, Tinder. Be careful with that one, because maybe you're uncomfortable with doing that. I'm seeing maybe you don't like never do online dating. Try that, or just try something that you have not tried before. You'll be surprised and satisfied. All right, so I'm also seeing that some of you guys are realizing, like I keep saying, you realize your power, that you can turn a thought into a thing. And now that you're realizing this, you're trying to figure out, like, what do I want to make into my physical reality? You're realizing your power as a creator, as a being, as a spiritual being, in a physical body. It's like okay, let's see. You realize that your You're the dreamer dreaming the dream, if that makes any sense. Maybe for some of you, when you go to sleep and you dream, you can control your dream. You realize that it's a dream, and so you can control it. And then you realize now, when you wake up from the dream, oh, I can do that in my real, regular life. Like, I'm always in control of what's going on. Or that this is a dream and that I'm in control of this dream. Either way, it's basically like, I control this. But I feel like this is some information that is, I'm not going to say new, but it's a realization, and now you're transitioning from being a creator to being a conscious creator. Because when you're dreaming, you're creating things, right? You're creating things in your mind. When you realize that you're dreaming and you want to do stuff, now you're being conscious of it. Same thing for real life. You're like, what do I have all these, it's actually pretty exciting because I feel like you guys are like, I have all these possibilities of all these things that I can do, all these things that I can bring into my reality. Like, what do I want to do? Like, there's so many options. Like a kid in a candy store, or like when you have so many options, you're so excited. And sometimes a little bit overwhelmed, but very excited because you're realizing your power. If you and other people are like not getting along, or you're like having a conflict of interest, you believe one thing, they believe another, I feel like you can find like a common denominator. You guys can find some common ground. You might have an idea, like you start to think outside the box and you're like, you know what, I know how we can solve this problem. But it's something about like, I'm gonna clarify this, but something about like not being upset at them. Yeah, you guys, you might not be seeing eye to eye, or you might not have the same vision. You might not, yeah, you just don't have the same viewpoints about things, like the way literally you view the world. And you are not gonna be up, it's like you're not upset at them about it, you just know that you like view things differently. But you find a way that works for everybody, a creative way that works for everybody. And like I said, this is outside of the box type of thing, not like a normal thing that you would normally think of. I don't know how you came to this conclusion. If this is your situation, or you're in this situation, you're like, I haven't found the solution, just literally ask yourself, how can I solve this? What's a way? Talk to the universe. How am I getting the way? What is a solution to this issue that I haven't been thinking of? Something, you know? Yeah, I just feel like they all think differently than you do. And you're like, that's okay, because I still love you. But let's find a way to make this work. That's cool, because like, that's what friendship is about, like really love. And where you guys can relate, and you're gonna find a way to relate. I don't know if they're gonna be super receptive to it at first, but I do feel like they will come along. They will be accepting of it. Okay, so I'm also seeing for you guys that okay, I don't even know what this song is that just came up. I feel like it's like by Missy Elliott or something. And I don't even know what the words exactly are. She's just like, either I can or I can't. I can feel the rain down my window pane. It's like her and maybe like Timberland and something like that. I don't know, guys. You're gonna have to like Google Missy Elliott. Can't feel the rain, or can feel the rain, something like that. I'm pretty sure if you Google, it'll come up. For some reason that's coming up, and I don't even know the words to that song to figure out how this relates. But if you're interested, just go take a look at it. I'm seeing it's a good idea to be open-minded about life. I gotcha. there's a little saying, I don't know if it's Italian or whatever. It's called momentum mori. Momentum mori. And that is a saying that says basically, remember, you must die. It's very Scorpio-like in this Scorpio season. But remember, like, all right, we're gonna get a little bleak or a little deep here, but it's what's coming out. So every day that we're alive, technically we're getting closer to the day that we die. Ever since we were born, we were getting closer to the day that we die. I mean, it's all about how you look at it, but essentially we are. And we don't know how long we're gonna be here for. So I feel like there's also a saying that's carpe diem, which is like seize the day. I have that on my phone, like as my lock screen. Memento mori, carpe diem. Like, remember, you must die, seize the day, because you don't know how long this is gonna last. Like, do what you want to do. Find pleasure, find happiness, find joy, find it, live it, be it. Be open-minded about how things can come to you. I heard you're not dead yet. You can still do stuff. I don't know why. Just remember the innocence of life. Remember how, you know, when you are a baby, there's so much innocence and so much life and so much joy. There's some type of, how do I say this? Stigmas or whatever you want to call it, that when we get older, you know, it's like we're losing life force. Yeah, we're getting closer to the day that we die, but we're not losing our life force unless we choose to. We're not losing the life. That is a choice. Like your energy, your chi, that's all a choice. You can always bring that up in you. I was telling Capricorn about this book called The Untethered Soul. I'm listening to the audiobook right now, and I feel like it's something like, if you're interested in taking a look at, he talks about how basically he was talking about somebody who got dumped by their girlfriend or something like that, and they were all depressed and they didn't have any energy and they were all sad and stuff. And then all of a sudden they got a call from their girlfriend and from their ex-girlfriend, and then they were like apologizing to them, saying that they want them back and they're so sorry and can they come over. And then it's just like an instantaneous surge of energy, literally. And he's just like, where did that energy come from? He didn't eat any extra food that day. He didn't get any extra sleep or anything. Like, where did that energy come from? And it's like, that energy is always within you to access. Because, you know, like, you get a call from that special somebody, you get a text, they hit you up or whatever, and like, all of a sudden, like, you perk up, like, you get happy, like, you know what I mean? That energy within you is always there. It didn't, like, you didn't grab it and bring it into you. You didn't eat anything for it to come. You didn't go to sleep for it to come. It came because of like what you were thinking and then how you were feeling, your emotions. And you always have access to that, is basically what he was saying. It's funny how we can just get a whole bunch of energy out of nowhere like this. If you knew that you were about to, if you care about money or whatever it is that you really, really want. If you knew you're about to like get $1 million tomorrow, how would you act? I guarantee you'd have a lot more energy. You'd be a lot happier. You'd be a lot more pleasure seeking. You wouldn't sweat a lot of little shit. You would be different. Maybe you need to feel like you're going to do that. That can change your, just the thought. A thought can change your life. Your thoughts can change your life. Or whatever it is that you want, just imagine that it wants you and God wants you to have it, and it's going to happen. Now what do you do? How do you be? How do you act? How do you feel? Because you have that choice. Like, if you really knew it was coming, and even if you don't want to go as big as that or whatever, start out with something smaller that you really want. How would you act if you knew that it was coming? 9 times out of 10, a lot more alive. Yeah, I see, like, you wouldn't care about no insecurity. You wouldn't care about, listen, oh, I don't know why this is coming up, but okay, for whoever this is coming up for, if you were about to get the body of your dreams, or like your dream surgery or whatever, would you care about, like, you wouldn't care about no insecurities? You're like, I don't care, like, I'm about to get that fixed, I'm about to get that change, I don't care about it. Like, you would already walk and talk like you have it, you would already feel like you have it. This is this inner knowledge. This is like that Scorpio energy about feeling already like you have what you want. Feel it. Because that's like, what do I want to say? That's the kind of like work that you would do as far as like quantum physics. You would already be and feel as if you have the thing, and that's what brings the thing to you closer, because you're already acting in alignment with it. You're matching the vibration of it. Yeah, like, I've seen that. Yeah, just some of you guys need to let your guard down as far as just life. You've just been like, you know, I talked about this in Capricorn's reading that I just did. Like, you know, open up your heart, be open. This is literally the card that you got next to those cards. It's called Wide Open. Be open to, when you shut off, that's in this book, The Untethered Soul too. When you shut off your heart to things in life because you've been disappointed, you've been hurt, or whatever has happened to you, you also shut off the beauty and the joy and the love and the laughter of life. Be open to it. Let your guard down. Also, that one song that keeps coming up, don't know the name, don't know the song. She's like, girl, put your records on, tell me your favorite song. Girl, go ahead, let your hair down. That song, whatever it's called. Sorry if I butchered the song. Not sorry. But, yeah, pretty much that song. Like, let your hair down and allow for things to happen. Just know you're supported. If you don't feel supported on the physical plane, this is how it is. Even if you are supported on the physical plane, like if you have all this money and all this stuff, but things just don't seem to be moving in your favor, like you can't force them to move in your favor, you kind of still feel unsupported. It's about like what you think, I feel like, is really important right now, and it's about what you can't see. What if you believe that like the universe was co-conspiring on your behalf, and like God wants you to have what you want to have? Even if you couldn't necessarily see it, but you believed it, how would you move? Like, I don't know why it's just coming up that like once you know something, then you move differently. How would you feel, think, and act and be once you know that you are supported? Once you know that the universe is helping you, things are working out in your favor. Now, how are you? Will you let enjoy? Oh, okay. Is that the thing that you need to hear? Is that what you need to know in order to like let your guard down? Because maybe that's what it is. You need to feel like you're supported. You need to feel like you have a purpose and that you're supported before you let your guard down and allow yourself to be joyous and happy again. Well, good thing for you, you are supported. Okay, that's interesting. I do see that some of you guys, I'm trying to take a look at the time because I have this in two separate videos now, but some of you guys, yes, don't, that song by Mary J. Blige, don't need no something on her in this dance, hateration in this dance, that, Like, she's just like, we're gonna have a good time. I don't need no drama. Like, leave that at the door. Save the drama for your mama. Like, that type of energy. You're like, nah. Even when people are coming at you crazy, like, especially with what they're saying, some people for what they're doing, I feel like you know already. You've dealt with enough of that. You're like, I already know, like, what's up with that person. I already know what it is. I already know what you're doing. I don't care. You're like, I'm unbothered. Just remember, like, what do you want to put your time and your energy into? Don't waste that energy on those types of situations, because you know nothing comes of it. Nothing that you want comes of it. Okay, so you spend all this time arguing and fighting with these people or whatever, this person, these people, then what? What comes out of it? You know, you get your ego puffed up. You're like, I was right. I won that argument. But then what? Do you get any? You don't get a fucking trophy for it. You don't get anything for it. So you realize, like, it's not even worth it. Like, I'm going to spend my time and my energy on something where I get something out of it that I want. Not from an ego space. It's actually from a non-ego space. It's from a higher knowledge space, for basically being like, I could sit here and argue with you. I could clear you. I could let you know what's up. But why waste my time? Ooh, a silence is power. I heard silence is power too. Yeah, this is about higher knowledge, and this is also about, like, in your heart, like I said, that closed off thing, when we want to be closed off to people, it's like you close off to this person and then you argue with them and you're upset and you're like, I'm not trying to hear nothing you're trying to say, or blah blah blah. And it's not that you do or don't need to hear what they're trying to say, but you know when somebody is just on BS, and so you're just like, okay, that's fine. You just say okay, or you just say nothing, and you just keep moving, because you're like, I know that I have control over me, and I have control over my energy, and I know that I definitely do not want to be putting it into that. I am seeing that also. Let me just show you these cards at the bottom, you guys, because, like, this is a powerful combo right here. This, like, wow. The Emperor, the King of Wands, and the Star card. Like, they all came out together. And when I saw that, first thing I thought was power. Like, that's a dynamic duo right there. I'm seeing that, like, you got to step into your power. We're getting towards the end of the year. 2021 is coming up. What do you want to be creating? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You have responsibility over your own self. You have control over your own self and your own life. Use it. There's a lot of fire, a lot of passion, and a lot of power here. So you know how sometimes they say that there's, like, some numbers that are, like, for the ascended masters or something like that. I'm getting that. It's just really, I don't know any other word to say other than powerful. When you're stepping into your kingdom or your queendom, you're stepping into your you-ness. Like, this isn't power that I'm talking about, like, you know, you have the ability to make some shit shake or whatever like that. Like, physical, how do I say it? Like, there's certain people in certain places that have power, like the government or whatever. I'm not talking about that power. I'm talking about the power that is from God. Like, if God is powerful, if the universe is powerful, you have that power within you, and you can use that power to utilize what you want. That's how powerful you are. You have to believe in yourself, though. So it's very important, where do you put that energy? Where do you put your mental focus? How do you feed? You have to feed what you want to grow and cut off what you want to die. This is your life. You are the star of your own show. This is your play, however you want to word it. Like, you are the main character. You are the star of the movie. Everybody is their own star of their own movie, but you gotta act like it. You gotta act like, this is my shit. This is my life. I can do what I want to do. I can hear Aries saying that anyway. Like, I'm my own person. I'm my own boss. I'm my own whatever. And maybe you haven't felt like this for a while, but I feel like you're taking back control over your life. So you see it. That one song by that Ariana Grande. She's like, I see it. I like it. I want it. I buy it. That one. I think she's an Aries too. I don't really know, but it's basically like taking control, more of an empowered and empowerment mindset about who you are as a person, what you can do, how free you are. You're as free as a bird in a tree, I heard. That one song, it's your thing, do what you want to do. Da-da-da-da. Yeah, I'm just getting all that empowerment stuff. So it's important to listen to your intuition. Oh yeah, you guys, like I said, you guys got this freedom card. I don't think I did say this, but this is the same card that Capricorn got in the same spot. You're free to do what you want to do. Capricorn reading, a lot of times I was telling them they're in control of their life. You're in control of your, if you're in control of your thoughts and your emotions and your feelings, and those things create your reality, then you're in control of your life. Now you got to act like it. Listen to your intuition, because that's important. And I also told Capricorn in their reading that intuition is quiet. It's not very loud. It's the first thing you think without thinking, the first thing that pops up in your head to do. And remember that you are loved and you are supported. And that might be an affirmation that you need to say for yourself. I am loved, I am supported. Even if you don't feel supported by people right now, because I do know that Chiron's in your sign, and from experience from the Aries that I know, and from an astrological standpoint, you might not be feeling so supported, or you might not have been feeling support. But listen, you are like this right now. I get my support from something that's on the inside. I get my confidence from something on the inside. I get my support from an well that never goes dry, from an energy source that never goes out. That's more empowering, instead of feeling like I'm not supported by the people around me. I'm not supported. Well, I'm not saying that who cares, because of course it's nice to feel supported by people outside of you, but if God is for you, who could be against you? Like, if you're supported by the most powerful energy that there is, you don't have anything to worry about. You don't need to worry about other people supporting you. You are supported by the most powerful, do you understand what I mean? Like, you have the most support that you could ever get from that energy source. Rely on that, not on people all the time or outside circumstances, because they're always shifting and they're always changing, and then your security within yourself will fluctuate with that as well. I am seeing that. I feel like you guys, some of you are going through like a rejuvenation, rebirth, metamorphosis. You're going through like a new transition in your life, and it's going to require you to let some things go. And those things may not be the easiest things to let go, because you're so used to it. And it may be a way of thinking, and it may be some people, and it may be like your belief systems. A lot of it I see is the way that you think and what you believe about yourself, what you believe about your life, and your self-image. And for some people, it is the way that, like when I said earlier, like you just are like, I'm not about to participate in that, arguing with stuff. Like, that's something that you have to let go in order to get to the next level, because you can't bring all of that stuff with you. If that next level is vibrating up here and it's a high vibrational, you can't bring that low ass, arguing, dusty ass energy with you. You're gonna have to match it. And in order for you to do that, you'll be, you know, you're held down by that energy. It's weighing you down. You got to let it go in order to elevate, basically. Okay, so I do want to pull a butterfly affirmation card for you guys. Sorry if this reading was long. And thank you if you have watched all the way up until now. All right, too many cards. Gotta try again. Okay, spirit guides and angels, guidance. We have Aries. All right, I got a card. It says, oh, this is so nice. Look at this big old red butterfly for the fire sign. So fitting. My intuition is strong and clear. I trust the voice within. Look at that. This is so fitting of you guys, like all this red energy that I was getting. But all this, like the Emperor and the King of Wands, and like, that's you guys' energy. Mars in fire. But your intuition is strong and clear. I trust the voice within. Yes, you have to trust your... Didn't I just talk about intuition? I think I did. I was telling you like that it's well, I did say that it's quiet, but that doesn't mean that it's not strong. And I think I did say that in Capricorn's reading as well, because I was like, it's not strong, and I'm like, well, it is strong and it is powerful, but it's not loud. It's just there, and you have to listen to it. And when you allow your mind to like go on with all these thoughts and stuff like that, it's blocking you from hearing your intuition. And you got to quiet your mind, and you got to tell your mind you're in control of your mind. Your mind would not even exist without the consciousness that controls it. You are not your mind. I don't know how many readings I've said that in so far, but I just do want to stress that you're not your mind. You're the person that controls your mind. And that Untethered Soul book talks about that too. I feel like it's a good read for you guys, or audiobook if you don't like to read stuff, because I'm not always into reading everything. Sometimes I like to listen to it while I'm doing my hair or listening or whatever. I'm doing something else. I like to listen to an audiobook. But anyway, thank you guys. Thank you for coming to this space. Thank you for listening to this reading. I hope that this added some value to you guys. I hope that it answers some questions that you had. I just want you to remember that you're a powerful creator, a co-creator with the universe, and that you're an amazing person. And I love you. And thank you again. Bye.